Hi everyone, welcome to
Hello.
Studio Riwa.
Hello.
Hi. Today we are going to talk about our marriage. So actually we had two marriages. Huh? We had the court one, and we decided to have a traditional one as well.
Yeah.
So when we got engaged, we actually were preparing to set a date for our court marriage, which is the most important because that is more or less the official one.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
paper and the rest.
So we did our court marriage in Benin,
Mm-hmm.
but prior to the 19th of January 2024, when we
Yeah.
got married, we had a lot of preparations to do. So you went to Benin in order to find out how the process worked, what we need to do to make some arrangements, some appointments. Can you tell a little bit about that one?
Okay. I I had to go to Benin to make inquiries on how to go about the court process. Ministry of Interior, to be precise, in Benin, because at that time there was no Ministry of Interior in Delta State.
Yeah, we needed to travel. That's
So
right.
I needed to go to Benin. It was only in Benin. But now they have it now
Oh, in
in,
Delta.
in Delta, Asaba. Asaba to be precise. I think they have it in some other places, but I've seen it in Asaba just of recent. So I went there and made inquiry. They say, oh, you have to register online. They did the process because I was told that I shouldn't do it on my own because if I get there, they might say, oh, this paperwork is not correct. So I had to go to the office and check. They said, oh, yeah, they will be the one to register me online and not me doing it on my own. So that there will be no issues. So at the end of the day, we did it. I did everything. I told them that, oh, they said, oh, when would you like to get married? Have you choose a date? I said, okay, that one, because my husband traveled, so I said, okay, that one we'll have to discuss it. Then I'll get back to them on the date. They said, okay. So I discussed after, and then I put the date in 19th January. So that was it, and I left.
So before
Um,
before you returned back home, did you make other arrangements, other appointments with people you need to engage for our wedding day as well, or?
yeah, I had some friends in Benin, so it wasn't that difficult for people I know because they already in Benin, so they had to come over. I appreciate them a lot because they took their time to be present on our special day. So it was a good day for all of us. So we're happy. And I had to make arrangement on that same day. I went for inquiry. I had to walk around because then I don't want to bring a makeup artist from Delta State because it's going to be a little bit expensive because I have to pay her transportation, her accommodation, and the rest. So I started looking around to see if I can find a makeup artist in Benin close to the courthouse so that it won't be that complicated for me.
Okay.
So I booked arrangement. I told her. Funny enough, we went into a shop. They sell makeup things, and that was how I met the lady that did my
Okay.
makeup.
Okay.
So we exchanged contacts, and she was like, "Okay, we exchanged contact." I checked her work on Instagram, a page, just like that, and then she said, "Oh, you have to book a book for the date." I said, "Okay, no problem," and that was how we we
If I
met.
do remember correctly, you also booked for, because at that point we already decided that we would do a traditional wedding as well later on the year. But at that point, you already made. She was going to do the makeup as well, in principle, for the traditional marriage, right?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Okay, but with the
Because, but that one is a different, how do you say it? Arrangement entirely. Because
okay,
everything, after the court marriage, I was like, oh, her makeup is good. Let me book her. And let me just pay for the traditional and the court wedding. Just let me just pay the full payment for court wedding and half payment for the traditional
okay, okay.
marriage. So that was what I did because I liked her work on Instagram and was like, okay, let me just, so that it will not be as if I'm booking two different makeup artists. Let me just use this person for everything.
Yeah,
So that story, for me, using her for the traditional marriage, I think I fucked up there. I shouldn't have. I should have just used her for the court
that was it. Yeah.
and that to be the end. Use her for the court and use another person for my traditional
Okay.
marriage. So
Then we're coming to the point that we actually everything was set. So we traveled. I think we traveled 2 nights before to Benin. So the day before we had a kind of a, I call it a training. Everybody who was going to marry on the 19th
yeah,
had to be
it's
present.
called. I think it's called orientation.
Orientation. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
orientation. They tell you how.
Yeah, we had to sit. You had to sit on the left of me. All these kind of things.
Rules of marriage.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
cannot
yeah,
just
yeah.
wake up one morning and say, "Oh, I want to divorce." There must be a reason behind it, and the man told us like, if you want to get divorced, divorce is expensive now. You have to pay a lot to get divorced. Yeah, so don't just wake up, mom. Be sure that you want to get into a marriage before taking that step. Just search yourself. Don't just wake up one day and say, "Oh, I want the divorce." When you come back to us, it's going to be expensive.
Yeah.
So that was
He was a kind of a, well, you can call it a funny man. I don't know. I do remember because he liked to tell the story. There is this program on television. What is it? 90 Days Fiance,
yeah.
and he did the marriage, which most of you might know. So the guy who married us was the guy who married this American lady
And
who,
the
and,
Nigerian
and the
man.
Nigerian
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
And when it came down to the point where he said, and you need to obey your husband, she said, what? And then the
Obey
husband,
who? Obey who? And the
obey
rest.
what? Obey who?
So
So,
started laughing,
yeah.
and that was it.
But in the meantime, they divorced in America already, yeah. But
Well,
nevertheless,
that's their choice. I don't know
yeah.
about. I don't want to talk about other people anyway.
So when we were there for the orientation, it was specifically told us we needed to be there at 9 o'clock, regardless the time we got married. If you're late, you need to pay a fine.
Yeah.
So the day itself, makeup artist comes.
I woke up on time, eh? I
Yes,
woke up on time. I
but
didn't know. I'm not even sure I slept that
you're
much.
nervous. You were nervous.
Yeah, because I'm human, so sometimes you can be nervous, sometimes you can be relaxed. Some people it depend on their mood. But I actually woke up on time. I called her. She said she's on her way. We waited. It was not even bright then. So and then she came. The makeup artist came and sat down.
Yeah, yeah.
You
Well, it
know,
took her. It took her too long.
she sat down. I'm like, you start. She said no, that she brought a hairstylist because I booked everything. So she was like, no, the hairstylist has to do her thing so that when she's doing my face, they don't have to distract her. I'm like, okay, but you can as well start applying powder because they gave us time. I don't want to be late. She said, don't worry. It's good. Like, you have to do well. You have to arrange yourself well so that when you snap picture, your picture will be fine. Which is, she's not wrong. For my pictures, it was fine. But then, I wanted us to be on time for that fine.
Well, bottom line,
We were
we, we,
late.
we, were, we were
We
late.
were late. So
And
that was
I
it.
do remember we were called in,
Yeah.
And he said, "You were late." He said, "No, we're not late." Yes, you were late.
just 9 minutes,
Yeah, whatever, 5 or 10 minutes,
just
less than
five,
10 minutes.
just past 9, because we're already there around 9. But to sign our name, it was past 9, and that was it.
Yeah, that's the point where I became mad when they called us
Yeah,
in.
you were like, "Whoo, no, we are not." I'm like, "Oh, calm down, calm down."
Yeah, we had to pay a fine. I think it was 10,000 naira, right?
Yeah. And we were like pleading, "No, it's just few minutes. Just give us the grace." They said, "No. We cannot do that. You should have been on time. We already told you the previous day that, you know." But I said, "Oh, okay."
Yeah, and we still had to wait a couple of hours before it was our turn, even.
Exactly. Because other people came late as well. So it's not only us that came late
Yeah.
at the end of the day.
Yeah, for the people who do not understand, so you have actually, well, let's say you cannot. Well, let's call it the courthouse where they have the Ministry of Interior doing the weddings. So, but then in the end of the day, you might have 10, 15 couples sitting outside waiting their time to get married.
More than, huh?
Everybody all ladies in white dresses, all men in costume.
No, it depend on the kind of clothes you want. You can actually dress on traditional
Yeah,
attire
yeah,
as well.
yeah.
Just do you.
I can't remember. I saw people traditional
No,
dress.
on that day we did not.
No,
But there were other dressing code.
Yeah.
You can. The man actually told us that you can actually dress on play suit, which I was on play suit because I saw that picture or the inspiration even when I did not even plan of getting married. I just saw it on online, Google or something long ago, and I like the design. I'm like, this is what I'm going to wear on my wedding day.
You were the most beautiful woman on the wedding.
Everybody was just saying, wow, we love your outfit, we love, wow, let me take a picture of you, let me do this, let me do that. I'm like, okay. It was good to have something that not everybody is wearing on that day.
Yeah, right,
So
right.
something different.
Well, you had something special. That's right.
Yeah.
So your best mate or your witness came from Benin, which was a friend of you, or which is a friend of you. Let me put it this way.
Yeah.
And my best man came out of Abuja, somebody I know where I used to work with.
Yeah.
So yeah, so well after the wedding, and we will definitely in this podcast we will add some additional.
Yeah, footage, like a picture of
Yeah.
us during the process, and
Exactly.
just like that, to to let our viewers go along with us as well. So for now, I want to say thank you everyone for following us. For our new subscribers, thank you very much. You're welcome to this space.
Yeah, don't forget to subscribe and
like,
please
share,
please give us comments so that
comment as
Yes.
well, so we know that our video is out there and people are actually
in the
following
link
us.
and in the link below you can follow us on TikTok and on Instagram as well. So would be appreciated if you thumbs up.
Well, not I don't think everybody's on TikTok. Not everybody.
Well, anybody who is, follow us.
Just follow us anywhere you see us.
exactly.
Follow us.
So we're gonna quit this one and we're going to talk in our next episode on the traditional marriage.
Yeah, that video. I don't know if it's going to be. I think it's going to be long, because the story is very long.
I'm not gonna make it long.
Oh, we'll cut
She
it
will.
short one by one or something like that. Thank
See
you.
you. Bye bye.